when you have a bad day, Anthony, right? Because I know that
Mhm.
I'm conscious. I try not to have too many, but
Yeah.
when I have a bad day and I can't shake it, I'd love to know how what's your process? Do you
Yeah.
allow it? Do you have like a 3-step method? Like, what do you do when you're
Yeah.
like, oh, today I cannot deal there. I'm not getting in that
Yeah.
car. It's not
Oh,
going anywhere. I'm miserable.
they happen. I take two mentalities to approach this. The first mentality is I don't want it to be a bomb that blows other people up. So I
Mm.
intentionally do not engage with other people when I'm in that kind of place because I don't want to
Yeah.
create something that's going to be another problem I got to face later. So if
So you
somebody's
don't call 5
bothering me,
friends and go and complain about the problem. You're not like, okay, who am I going to call? I just need to like really
well,
vet. You
I
step
may
away.
engage one person or two people to help process, but I'm not going to so for example, my wife, love her to death. When she has a bad day, the whole house has a bad day. Like she
Yeah.
just, everybody's in it. Why are you doing that? It's always, and so I go, hey, just 'cause you're having a bad day, like don't make my day bad,
Yeah.
And
Oh, everyone has a bad day when it's my bad day. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And again, I understand that it's my wife.
Yeah.
It's not like I understand where her heart's at, even when she's being mad because my shoes are out. Who knows?
Yeah.
But the idea is like, I personally go, okay, I'm having a funky day. I'm not bringing it to this meeting. You would have no idea right now if I'm having a bad day. Now, I don't do this to like push it away and try to facade and keep,
Yeah.
I'm not a fake human being. I will let you know, hey, I'm having a pretty funky day, but right now, here's the other part of what I do. I go, my actions will end my suffering. I have to do something to end the suffering of the pain. It's got to be an action because if not, I stay in that place and I stew in that place and it compounds and it compounds and it compounds. So I go, what action will end my suffering? For sometimes, with me and my world, it's asking someone to have a conversation to borrow their joy. How am I not seeing this? So let me just vent, get off my chest. I need to get some joy back in some manner. Or what's an action I can do in opposition of this feeling I have? So maybe I had a bad day because someone did something crazy to me. Well, I'm going to go spend some time with someone I love and have a good day, right? I may not even tell them the thing going on over here, but I want to do something in opposition of whatever I felt. And so it's an action that ends that feeling because it's all feelings. I feel like I'm having a bad day, so I feel funky. Well, again, I don't want to bother somebody else, and I also want to feel better myself, and I have to take an action to create the feeling, even when I don't feel like taking the action. But the action is what takes place to create that new feeling, and then I can move myself out of that place. And so I have bad days. I am human. They happen. I had a bad day on Saturday. And so the thing is for me, it's like, all right, well, I'm not going to make anyone else around me experience my bad day. And I'm going to engage in something that gives me joy. So what I did is I just typed in #comedy on my Instagram. I just started laughing. And an hour later, I'm giggling and laughing. I'm in a better mood because I took an action as opposed to sitting there and just staring at the wall and being angry and shut up, leave me alone. None of that. That doesn't help me. I want to change the emotions, so I must change my actions.
I love that the action that you take too isn't like when I went and I ran 10 miles because, oh my gosh, like that's the last thing and I went and I showed up and did this really, generous thing for someone else, right? I mean, that would be lovely if we could do those things all the time. But sometimes it's as simple as just distracting ourselves with some like social media jokes or whatever. Because I find that, when we feel down, we don't want to read an inspirational book, right? The last thing we want to do is like go work out or go do something that we know is healthy because that's just not the energy that we're in. So as simple as watching something funny online, like a mood shifter, right? That's the
shit. Around people that you don't want to burden because our natural inset thought is if I'm having a bad day, I don't want to burden you with my bad day. But I've never had a friend that I really love reach out and go, hey, man, I'm having a bad day. Can you talk? And I go, oh, don't burden me with that. Like, it's not, I'm like, hey, let's have a conversation. How can I? Because I desire to be desired. All of us do. So when you reach out to a friend, they'll receive it the same way you would typically. So that's where I say borrow joy. Because you're not going to be around a bunch of friends and like, hey, having a bed, let's go out have a bite to eat, man. Let's go take a walk somewhere. Like they try to pick you up a little bit. And so you need to go and do that. You need to be around people that are joyful because that helps you kind of come out of it. You get a perspective. Because here's what my perspective goes to a lot. I tell my wife about this and she recalls it now. As I say, when I'm having like funky days or things are off, I picture myself sitting on a cloud, looking down at us as people and going, look at these little ants. Because I've never looked at a pile of ants and gone, I wonder what detrimental problems they're having in their ant colony. It's like small, it's minute. So my problem in the bigger scheme of things, it's not that big. It's just big to me right now. And if I can diminish it healthily in a good way, then I go, okay, well, it's not the end of the world. And I can get back to a better mood faster.
I think it's true also, people do want to help, right? When people who love us, whenever we're feeling a certain way, especially if it's for like a prolonged period, like people want to help. And I think that I find that with women, especially, we're afraid to ask. Like we're like, that burden, that burdensome feeling. It's like, oh, but they're busy, or
Guys,
they're working.
we're probably worse than you guys.
Yeah. Oh, perhaps you know what? Yes. I mean, I can speak from a woman's perspective, knowing that, when it comes to, seeking help, it feels like, well, we should be perfect to know how to solve all of our own problems. Or, we love to, give and be generous, but we feel guilty about receiving anything, including attention and affection, or whatever it may be. And so I like how you tap into like sharing joy, being selective, keeping it keeping it contained somehow, but still honest. Like that. That's
and
what I'm feeling.
Real.
Yeah.
And if you choose the right people, they'll understand you. And then you just have them be your people. I think it's why as you get older, you get less and less of a humongous circle of friends. You start, when you're young, you want to network and meet. And you go, there's too much energy going out. I don't have the capacities of humans who keep pouring out in this manner. So who do I keep and who do I not keep? And you don't literally say, you're out. You don't say that. You just stop engaging in the same depth. But you do have connections here. Like I have my best friend, Jason. I have my wife, and I have a couple other good friends that I can lean into. Outside of that, if something's going on and none of them are available, I'll just sit with it until I find one of them's open. I don't call 17 people. I don't have 17 people. It's too many humans. So I have that bubble to lean into, and they all get me. So like and some of them will also be like, bro, cut it out, bro. You're being soft right now. Like, all right. Like, I'll tell you what it is. Because sometimes having a poo buddy day, they're like, are you serious? Like, that's your thing? Like, yeah, dude, seriously? Like, okay, yeah. And they won't even let me have it sometimes, and that's necessary.